Hey everyone, it's Mr. Saturday, and welcome to part 4 of the Pokemon White Let's Play. And I'm gonna hop right into this. Here I am in the Dream Yard, just to the right of the town you're in with the first gym, and you get an elemental monkey. There's one of them for every starter type. There's a fire one, a grass one, and a water one. And basically the type you get depends on what type the gym leader is using. So the first gym is the type of Pokemon that your starter is weak against. In my case, I started off with the grass starter, Snivy, so the first gym has a fire type. And the person I just talked to gives you a water type monkey. Doing a little quick thing, I want to show you this quick. It's right to the left of the town. You find a great ball right there, next to the lady walking around the fountain. Just remember that, because it's useful. Okay, now we can actually be on track of things instead of hopping around. There's the Pokemon Center, right there is the gym. And then the nice man Clyde, he's going to show us around. And he's the guide for trainers challenging Pokemon Gym. And he basically walks you through how to, get through the gym. And he also gives you a fresh water, which is basically a super potion. It heals 50 health on your Pokemon. In case you're new to the Pokemon games, that's what it does. So it's useful. And that lady doesn't really help you at all. So here's how the gym works. The curtain that's right there, you basically have to step on the panel in front of it that beats the type shown on the curtain. So there are 3 curtains in all. So basically, that's a fire curtain there. I step on the water panel, and the door opens. So yeah, it shouldn't be very difficult. I have no idea what happens if you get one wrong, because, well, I didn't really experiment with that. And I don't really think anyone should get it wrong. But, oh well. Anyway, there are 2 trainers in this gym before you get to the gym leader, and they're between the curtains. That's the first one right there, and they're waiters or waitresses. So, here's the first trainer battle in the gym. He's only got one Pokemon, and his name is Maxwell, so it should be a very easy battle. And he has a Lillipup. And even though the gym is supposed to be type-oriented, there's only one Pokemon with a type other than normal in the gym. Well, 2, but the one doesn't really matter. Basically, the trainers have normal types, and the gym leader has one fire type, in my case, or a water or a grass type. It depends on, once again, what your starter is. But, yeah, so everything else is all normal type. It shouldn't be very hard to beat them. You can just use your starter for most of the gym, and you'll be fine. So I'm just gonna use Vine Whip on the Lillipup, and that'll just be my way to coast through the gym. And I'm actually doing this commentary unnecessarily for the second time. The first take was good, but then I realized that my headset was turned off. So that's my story for today. So just thought I'd share that. So we're moving on. Moving on in the game. Alright, Snivy's using Tackle. Now Lillipup's down, and that was his only Pokemon. So I win very easily. And I go back to the Pokemon Center after this, so I'm just going to skip past that and the second curtain, and I'm going to go right into the second trainer battle. And it's right here. There she is, Waitress Tia. And she has the Patrat and a Purloin. That's why I was saying that it's mostly normal type, because Purloin, I believe, is a dark type. But either way, it doesn't really matter at all. It's not like it's going to change what moves can be used on it. Because at this point in the game, you really shouldn't have any worries about dark types or have any, specific answers to them. You basically just use what you'd use on a normal type, and it's an easy fight. So no worries there. And you just have to watch out for Patrats at this level, because they have Bide. So if you can't kill it in 2 hits, then you should stop attacking it and, use Growler, whatever you need to do. So that way you don't get killed by the Patrat, because that is embarrassing. So luckily I was able to 2-hit KO it with Vine Whip, and there's the Purloin right there. And I'm going to bring in my Water Monkey. I actually had it as my lead for this gym, because I assumed that there would be a fire type other than the gym leader's Pokemon, but I was terribly wrong. And I was expecting way too much out of the first gym, when I really shouldn't have thought too much of it. because we all know that the first gym battle is incredibly easy and straightforward to beat. So, here we go, using water gun. Oh yeah, the elemental monkeys that you get, they come with a stab move on them already. So you can basically get it at level 10 and go right into the gym like I did. You don't really need to do any sort of training beforehand because it's just incredibly easy. They basically give you a free win for the first gym, like you see right there. I thought they made that a little bit too easy, actually. I think that you should have to, catch something and train with it so that you can beat the first gym. I don't know. I just want something a little bit difficult, that's all. Pokemon has that bad reputation of making things either incredibly difficult or too easy, because, the first gym is, usually, easy to do, but the Elite Four can be pretty difficult the first or second time you're trying it, if you're not prepared. So, that's just my take on things, but here we go, there's the gym leaders, and you only fight one of them, actually. I was actually expecting a triple battle, because I know they brought that into the game, but they didn't. So you only fight one of them, it's just a regular single battle, and they have 2 Pokemon. I'm not sure if this goes for every single one of the gym leaders, but my gym leader has the Fire Monkey and a Lillipup. And I know that all the gym leaders carry an Elemental Monkey. It just depends, what type it is. And I would assume that all of them have Lillipup, but I can't say that for sure, so don't take my word for it. But either way, it's going to be some kind of generic normal type. And there we go, there's the Lillipup, like I said. And it's at level 12, and the Elemental Monkey is at level 14. And even though there's, a 3 level difference, it's very easy to beat it with my Panpour. So, it shouldn't be a problem for you either. Just, spam your stab move and you'll be fine. So as you can see there, that's the TM you get, Workup. It raises your attack and special attack. And the unique thing about TMs in this game that they did differently from other games is that they are now infinitely reusable. So that's pretty cool. They're just like HMs now. And I know there are some cons to that, making it once again easy to do and stuff. But overall, I think it was a good choice, because I really hated getting one Earthquake in the game and then having to, trade him over from other games or do the Battle Tower until I couldn't bear the game anymore to get 80 points for another TM. So I think it saves everyone a lot of trouble getting stuff together. I mean, it takes enough work to make a good competitive team as it is, and I think the reusable TMs help a lot. So, there we go. Got Bite used on me, but I'm going to use Vine Whip, that kills it. And normally I would heal my Snivy right now, but I don't need it anymore because it's not going to do a whole lot of good against his Pansear, which is the Fire Monkey. So I'm going to bring in my Panpour, and it's a very easy battle from this point on. It's at level 14, like I said before. And, basically I just use Water Gun a million times. And that's basically all there is to it. So there we go. And yeah, he's gonna use Workup. So, whatever. Oh yeah, and another thing I like about the TMs, just in terms of playing the game, I like, not having to pick and choose what I use what TMs on, because now I can just give them to everyone. Because Workup isn't a really great TM, but I still, I wouldn't mind giving it to one of my Pokemon, especially this early in the game, when they don't have moves anyway. So I think the reusable TMs help take up the empty attack slots that you're dealt with early in the game. So you're not forced to, be stuck with 1 or 2 main moves for half the game until you get something better by leveling up. So I like that. And before I didn't use certain TMs because, I knew I wouldn't be using that Pokemon later in the game. Like, the generic normal types you catch on the first route in the game. So, I like being able to give TMs to multiple Pokemon. So, there we go. There's the first gym battle right there. He used the potion, as all gym leaders do. So, just, be aware that they'll recover health, and you'll be all good. Everything will be fine. So, there we go. He's burned out. I got $1,600, and everything is good. And watch this, it's pretty cool. They do a little badge animation now when you get the badge. There it is. It's spinning around like that, and it's very pointy. It's almost like a lightning bolt, but it's not quite there. It's a bunch of little diamonds thrown together right there, and put it in my fancy metal badge case. And I'm about to get the TM for workup, so you know what that does, as I explained already. And that is going to be it. I'm going to leave it off here, and I'm going to run out of the gym in just a minute, and I will pick this up in episode 5 when something else happens. But until then, thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Do the things you feel like doing, and I'll see you later.